Greetings, primitive Earth humans. Welcome to another episode of FTL. Yes, looks a little bit different. Yes, I know it's kind of an old game, but cool game. I just love this game. It's extremely addictive to play. Couple of quick little changes here. As we can see, I've got the Better Planets and Backgrounds mod added to this. Yes, you can mod this game, but I'm not going to use any kind of cheater mods, just more, visual enhancement type mods. I've got that. I've got the Better Asteroids, which just changes the graphics, makes it look a little bit prettier, much prettier backgrounds. And another one called the Shiny UI and Graphics version 1.0 for vanilla FTL, which just kind of makes the menus look a little bit different. It adds this kind of teal color to the menu. And it's very subtle, the differences, but it does make the menus look a little bit prettier, a little bit better. So what I'm going to be doing is not doing full playthroughs, because it takes a few hours to play through a run in this game, start to finish. So I'm just gonna, get my runs to, about the final boss and just record the final boss battles, if I get that far. So, which I've done in this episode. So in this episode, we've got the Engi Cruiser. I'm going to go ahead and click continue. And yes. Here's what we got, the Engi Cruiser, which I unlocked. I think you unlock this by reaching, level 5 or something in the game. But real quick, we're going to take a look at our stats here. And yes, I've been playing this game a lot, having lots of fun with it. Finally achieved victory with the Sphincter. Yes, the Sphincter made it. Several other ships have failed. The Turd Splitter failed. Turd Splitter and the Turd Splitter. Yes, pretty much the same ship. The Fecalator 1 also failed. And the Queestrel did not quite make it. But the Sphincter did finally get there. Did finally get a victory, final victory on easy mode. And under achievements over here, just unlocked a couple of things. Beat the boss on easy, you get that. You get to Sector 5, I think, is where you unlock the Engi Cruiser, which is what we're playing through in this playthrough. Pretty much got us to the final boss battle here. So yes, we've got my little Engi Cruiser here, and got a full crew complement in there. Got ourselves a slug, bunch of humans, and a bunch of Engi. Oh, look, looks like we got 4, half our crew's Engi guys. We didn't get any rockmen or any other alien types of alien beings in here, but slugs are pretty good for fight and stuff like that. I've got 2 pilots in here, as you can see, because the slug guy is a guy that I think I picked up at a station or something like that, and I bought him just because he's good at both engines and piloting there. So right now our evade is only about 30%. I'm not quite sure how that works. I've got a couple of guys, let's see, in there, adding plus 10% evasion, and this guy adds, not much, plus 5%. Don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this guy over here. And what's that going to do to our evade? Brings it up to 30. If I set him over here, now it's pretty much the same no matter what. And I think what I'm going to do, as we noticed over here, let's take a look at our ship. I'm really liking this build though, anyway. I've got basically our door system, our scanners at max, and our piloting all at max. We've maxed out our reactor. Maxed out our shields. Of course, if you don't have 4 shields by the time you get to the final boss, you are screwed. You are totally screwed in the booch. Okay. The equipment. Let's see what we've got. We've got a burst laser 2. You don't start out with that. You start out with an ion blast and I think a single combat drone. A small bomb is the thing I picked up along the way. And the drones, I've got 2 combat 1 drones. Boy, you deploy those guys and you start hitting them with the burst laser 2, and start out with the ion blast to take down the shields, and maybe a small bomb. And boy, it seems like I just kick the crap out of most of everything with this build here. And you'll see we've had the automated reloader. Cooldown between weapon shots is improved by 10%. That's pretty cool because my weapons charge quite a bit faster. A reverse ion field, which reduces the damage from ion damage by about 50%. And we've got the Engi Medbot dispersal, which is kind of cool. It kind of slowly heals your crew pretty much anywhere on the ship. You don't have to go straight to the med bay. So if you've got just slightly damaged crew, you don't have to constantly send them to the med bay. You can just kind of leave them alone for the most part, and they will just slowly heal, maybe about half the speed, I guess. What does it say there? Requires powered med bay to function. Of course, the med bay has to be functioning. Nano medbots heal the crew outside of the med bay at a reduced speed. Yeah, it's slightly slower. Maybe half the speed that it heals your guys if they're inside the med bay. But that's a pretty cool little thing to be having there. So okay, and I think we're pretty good with our build here. What I have a tendency to do here is we've got 4 extra bars over here in our reactor. If I'm getting boarded, I'll hit this anti-personnel drone over here, and he will appear up here, and he will fight the crap out of any boarders that attempt to board our ship. Having the increased doors on here, the door system, we've got the improved blast doors. It makes it real hard for intruders to bust through the doors. They have to sit there and shoot at the doors in order to get through. If they spawn in, or teleport in rather, on these outside outer airlocks, which I like to leave open, just in case they teleport in there, they will suffocate and die, little bastards. That's what they get for trying to board my ship. So, okay, we've got our small bomb ion blast, and yeah, I'm really liking this build. You're gonna see how well this build works in a minute here, if I do everything right. So we are on the final sector here, Sector 8. The last stand, and where do we get to? Here's our base, so we're going to start working our way towards it. And I think, what else do we got? We've got 128 scrap at the moment. I don't really think there's anything we need. So, we're pretty good on drones. We've got, we're going to need lots of drones. I've been kind of only using them when necessary. Missiles too, we're pretty good on missiles. I think we're pretty well set. So let's take the first jump, and let's see if we go here, and he goes there. He's gonna have 1, 2, 3 jumps. 1, 2. I don't know, maybe we should just go here first to avoid the fight. And, oh, okay, great, yeah, they gave us some more missiles and some more drone parts. We probably won't need them, but just in case. Excellent, excellent. And we're going to go ahead and hit, I think, this one. He hasn't quite moved yet. This is a nice layout here, too, because we've got 1 jump away to get to a repair station, which should be pretty good. Over here, we're going to hit this spot right here. See what we find at this beacon. And alrighty, we've got one of these little automated drone ships, auto assault ship. Okay, no problem. We'll kick the living bejesus out of this sucker here. He's got 4 shields, so not real great. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and deploy both of my combat drones. Nobody's gonna board us, so we don't need our anti-personnel drone. And we're gonna wait till all 3 of our weapons here charge up. And I don't think they're going to be able to do any harm to us in the meantime. While we're waiting for everything to charge, this ion blast charges really fast. But we're going to have to wait. We want to time this just right. There we go. All our weapons are charged up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit ion blast on their shields. Hit the small bomb, maybe. Sure, we'll go ahead and hit their weapons with that, and burst laser too. I'm just gonna hammer on their steering with that. Oh, didn't quite do it. Ion blast too. We can just keep hammering since this charges up, I think, in every 4 seconds. Why don't we just hit? And we'll, if we hold control, we can make this auto fire, and I'm just going to have that constantly auto fire on their shields to keep those shields down. And hopefully that's what that will do. You know, and I think for the most part I can just auto fire everything here. We'll just leave those burst lasers auto-firing on their weapons. Keep those weapons down. Maybe let's hit their drone bay. Yeah, that'll kick the crap out of them. And we'll just watch them slowly die. It's a pretty good build because these 2 combat drones are constantly hitting them, constantly wearing away at their hull. Boom, just like that. They are toastified, I tell you. Okay, a ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Excelente. Sweet, and we've lost a little bit. Look how much freaking scrap we got. We got so damn much scrap. It's scary. Scary, I tell you. And sure, let's hit the store. Why not? We don't need to hit the repair station because we can repair here at the store. We've got 243 scrap, plenty of scrap, and cloaking. Should we get the cloaking? You know, I think I'm gonna do it. Why not? Let's get the cloaking. Yes, and we're going to fix off. We've got plenty of fuel. Plenty, I think, of everything else. Drones and missiles we're doing pretty good on. And we still got 85 scrap left, so let us take a look at... If only I had a Zoltan crew member, I could stick him in the room with this, and Zoltans provide 1 power bar to whatever system room they're in, and I could just power that with a Zoltan guy. But I think for now, we're just going to take this down 1 on the oxygen, and that way, let's see, yes, we want to make sure we power all 3 of our weapons here, and have 4 power bars left over for either one of these here, or if we need, we can power down one of our combat drones and power up our anti-personnel if we need it. So I think that's going to work. I don't really think we're even going to need this cloaking, but we shall find out. Let's see. Next jump. Yeah, they are coming right to about there. I think we're just going to head down to the base here and wait for them to come to us. You arrive near the Federation base to find the bulk of the fleet skirmishing with rebel forces. You hang back near the far side of the moon to avoid the conflict. There's not much you can do to help in the battle, and your mission holds the key to turn the tide of the war. You prepare to face the flagship. Okay, continue. And we don't really have to jump here. We can just click wait and wait for them to come to us, which is what we're going to do. Waiting. And yes, here they come. Oh, rebels have taken over these areas. We don't care. We have no shits to give. We shall wait. And here comes the big baddie. Alright. Time for the fun stuff. Okay, he is cloaked out. We're going to wait for him to come back. I don't know why when the enemy ship cloaks, it prevents my weapons from charging. It just seems a little bit weird. But, okay, the first thing I'm going to do, and we can take a look. Yes, this weapon right over here, that's the missile launcher. That's the one that seems to do the most damage. And yes, we'll want to leave at least one of these crew members. Oh man, they've got crew all over the place. One of these crew guys alive. So, and the best strategy, it seems, is to make sure that first you take out these missiles here. Because they are a ginormous pain in the ass. Maybe, this beam weapon here, not so much. And then this weapon here. These two here are the big problems starting off. You can leave this guy alive. Don't take out all of these guys, because then the AI will kick in and they will manage the weapons. So the first thing I'm going to do is a ion blast, and I'm just going to start hammering away. I'm going to set it to auto target. Just this one right here for now. I'm going to deploy both of my drones. And yes, if the missiles come, we're just going to go ahead and hit our cloak. So, I'm waiting for the rest of our weapons to charge up. And here comes the missiles. We're going to wait for them to appear on screen. And we're going to cloak. And they all missed. Excellent day. Let's wait for our burst laser to come online. Okay. think I screwed up. I set the burst laser to shoot the wrong thing there. And we've got 2 seconds before we can cloak again. Okay. We're probably going to get hit with some missiles here. Okay, now everything is charged up. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the ion blast. And I'm going to hit the small bomb, I think probably on this little missile bay here, because I want to kill that guy in there. I want to keep that thing down. And burst laser 2, I think we'll just go ahead and hammer away on this weapon over here. Alrighty. Ion blast. Let's start setting that to just automatically attack the shields here. We'll get another bomb ready to go. Wait for our ion blast to come up. There it goes. It has just fired. I'm going to hit a small bomb on this guy again because I want to kill him. And sweet. Doing pretty good. We haven't taken any damage so far. We're ready for another cloak. I'm waiting for those missiles to come at us again. Okay, and where are we at? Ion blast is going to just continually hit the shields there. Waiting for our burst laser and our small bomb to come back up. In the meantime, just letting our drones do their thing. We've killed this guy, and that weapon is down, so we're in real good shape here. Let's now start, I think, hammering this guy. See if we can get our ion blast in on the shield. I think, yeah, I think we're pretty good there. Let's give him a laser blast on that weapon. Sweet. Kicking the crap out of these guys. He's got a fire to deal with in there. And let's see, we might as well start, let's hit an ion blast over there and a small bomb over here too. And we'll hit this guy again. Just so he can't repair. Oh, crap. And quick before that fires, let's select it and deselect it. It'll be all charged up when we come back. We haven't had to use our cloak more than once already. So far, phase 1 is going pretty good. Alrighty. Laser blast, let's see. Let's hit the ion here again. Wait for that to hit. And sure, let's just use our burst laser on that shield. See if we can take that shield out for a while and damage it. Well, we damaged it a little bit. I think this guy's dead. Let's start killing the crap out of this guy. Give him a bomb, fire bomb to deal with. He is going to get a nasty surprise when that thing explodes in his face. Okay, and I think the next one should probably come over here. We can take out 2 crew members there. We'll continue to auto-fire our ion blast. And I think, yeah, sure, we're going to hit our burst laser 2 on there too. Taking him down. Taking him down real hard. Give him a small bomb. Come on, push him. Oh, and they done cloaked away on us. No problem. They're pretty hardy in it. They got 4 hull left. And let's see. No shields at the moment, so sure, let's just go ahead and hammer away on that weapon right there. And they're toast. That's phase 1. Yeah, sweet, we got through phase 1 of that fight without losing any hull, and nobody got hurt at all. Now we get a little bit of fuel, 1 drone, and yeah, we're good. We've got plenty of drones. Plenty. Oh, the drones. And let's see. I think we're good. I think, in fact, what we can do is maybe just wait it out. If we needed repairs, we could come right over here and hit the repair place, but we don't need to. So we're going to wait for these little chicken shits to go away and come back. Do another jump and another wait here at the base. They will come back to us.